So I'm right here in the Photoshop software. This is my canvas, this is my layer panel, and these are my tools. Today we are going to learn about the pen tool. To identify the pen tool, you go through the tools there and then you find it somewhere over there with that icon. Let me be sure you see it, that icon. Great. So when you press and hold, so many other types of versions would come. We have the pen tool itself, we have free transform pen tool, we have curvature pen tool, we have anchor, we have delete anchor, and then convert pen point tool. All of them are needful, but the main tool here is the pen tool. So let's select it and see how it works. Now it works with anchors. So once I left click over there, you see the anchor would come, and then when I click over there, it brings another anchor. However, it joins them together with a line, and it's a straight line. So basically that is how it works. So can you see that? Can you see that it works with straight lines? All right, so let me undo and show you something else. So by default, it works with straight lines, but in case you don't want it to be a straight line, you click wherever you need to click, and then you hold. Once you click, you hold, and then you drag. So you see, it gives you some control over whatever, an ellipse, an arc, or whatever you want to create. So moving, I'm still holding it. I mean, you can test it out in your Photoshop. So basically, that is how it works. You see, I've got that beautiful arc, and then let me go ahead and then do another one. So can you see this one is also an arc by default, but in case in the second one I didn't want it to be an arc, what I can do is I press Alt on my keyboard and hold it, and then I click on the previous anchor, and once I click there, it gives me a fresh start. Though it's going to connect, but this time it's going to connect as a line. So you take a look at it. Can you see it's a straight line? Great. It doesn't by default come with a circle. So there you have the flexibility to again draw your arc in whichever way you want it to be. So basically that's how it works. It works with lines, and you can press and hold and move it around to create arcs and all of that. All right. Now, there's another thing I need to tell you. All that while I've been drawing with a part. When you come over there, this is the pen tool actually. And then it has two options. You can either draw with a shape or a part. A part is just, just an outline. Just an outline. But a shape is actually, of course, a shape. You can, draw a rectangle, you can draw a triangle or whatsoever. So now I've turned it to a shape. So now let's see. You see that? You see that? You see that? So that's a shape. Guess what? The color is white. That's why you can see it. So let me turn it to, maybe blue. You see, I've drawn that shape. That's not a perfect rectangle. So you see, some point in your design, you need certain shape that are not by default part of the shapes you can get here. The rectangle, the circle, the polygons, and all of that. And so in that situation, you can use the pen tool to draw your irregular shapes. So, a shape like this, imagine this shape, it's an irregular shape, and you won't find it anywhere except with the pen tool. And sometimes in your design journey, you will need irregular, selections or shapes. All right, so now let's go and see how the others also work. So the pen tool work with anchors, and then you can press and hold and have a little more flexibility. Let's go to the second one. The second one is free form transform. Free form pen tool, and that one you just draw with your mouse. I mean, you just drag and draw anything at all you want, and bam, you have your shape. So that is more simple to use, but of course it can be really difficult to work with if you want to trace an outline. But that is how it also works, and it works with what? Anchors. All right, let's go to, so it's a shape. Let me give it a color, and then you see. So that's how it is. All right, let's go to the next one. The next one is oh God, I want this thing to go. Great, it's gone. So let's go to the next one. The next one is a curvature. So for this one, by default, it gives you curves. I'm coming. Can you see that? as I'm doing, it is automatically turning into curves instead of straight lines. All right, so that's how this one works. And it also has these anchors over there. Okay, so now let's go to the next one. All right, so the next one is add anchor, and the next one is delete anchor. So now let me talk about the anchors a little. So you see, it's got several anchors. Okay, these anchors, you can further edit them. You can move them up and down. And you do that by using the direct selection tool. So when you come here, you'll find direct selection tool. So I've activated my direct selection tool, and then I want to move just this anchor. So look at it. I've selected it. You see they've all been de-highlighted except this one. So now I have the flexibility to move it. Can you see that? To move it, or I can select multiple. So let me say I'm dragging and selecting these whole anchors. I've selected them and I'm using my arrow key, the top arrow key, and then I'm moving them. Can you see that? Yes. So that is how they also work. And assuming I'm drawing a particular shape, and in the middle here I wanted an anchor, and boy, there's no anchor there. What do? There, the add anchor and then delete anchors come in. So I'm going to select the add anchor tool. Is it selected? Okay, selected. Then I locate where I want to add the anchor. You see it's changed. Then I press. So the anchor has been added. So this place, I can add an anchor. The same way, delete anchor. I can delete this anchor by once it's selected, I go there and simply click. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Can you see the anchors are being deleted? It's gone. It's gone. Yeah, so all of them are being deleted. And while they are being deleted, the shape is changing because they are anchors. They are the ones pinning the shape to appear like the way you are seeing it. So once you move them, the shape would be, bending and all of that. Okay, so that is for you, delete and then add anchor. And these are convert point tool. So you quickly select there. And once you select, it gives you the option to also move it and then drag it, all of that. Okay, so one may ask the question, what is the use of all of these? Let me show you something. So assuming you have this particular drawing or whatever, and then you wanted to select just the question mark, how are you going to do that? You can do that using the pen tool. Let me select the pen tool and then let you have a look. So I select there and then I come to this area. It's a straight line, all right, but I can hold and drag. So can you see that? Good. So I can reduce the opacity so that I still have the actual shape intact. And remember, if I want to just continue like that and select, it will take the shape of the first one, and so I have to press Alt. But I don't want it that way, so I have to press Alt and then click there, and it gives me a fresh start. I can come to a place like this. Good. And then I drag. Oh, that's not really perfect. Okay, so it's too wide. So let me put it somewhere there. And I draw. Awesome. I've got that. Then I draw. Great. I hope you can see that. So basically, this is the power of pen tool. Pen tool can really do amazing things. So imagine I did something, where the anchor has been placed, I don't want it. I just come to select direct selection tool, and then I select that one in low and I move it. Can you see I'm moving it? Okay, so honestly, I don't want to make the video so long, and so let me just continue it anyhow. And then yes, and I join them together. Good. Remember, it is a shape. Oh yes, it is. So let me increase the opacity and then take a look. So have you seen? Yes, that's the power of a pen tool, and you can use this to really do amazing things. So basically, That is how the pen tool works. God bless you.